week I figured I should just do like a designing vlog since I've been quite terrible with recording myself as I'm doing things around the house, since I feel like I'm playing a lot of catch up. So we're gonna go through all the designs that I'm working on. I want to get testing started by the end of this week, hopefully next week, but we'll see. Not all things are actually going to get tested. Scarves and stuff I'm no longer going to test, but obviously sweaters need to be tested. So yeah, let's start with this big old box. So I got some yarn from Lionbrand. I got two different kinds of yarn. I got their Wool Ease Thick and Thin, and this is super bulky. I got it in a pink, I got it in a mustard, I got it in this tweed. I can't even hold all of them. And then I got it in a cream with a sparkle, and this is gonna be a scarf. This is gonna be my honeycomb scarf. I'm still even partly debating like if I should try to make the poncho, because there's gonna be two designs with the same color work on it. But yeah, first I was gonna do it with my own yarn, and then I figured like it'd probably be more fun to do it in somebody else's. So I'm gonna do that. That was in testing, which was all right. And then I just came to the conclusion, I'm like, scarves are easy for me to crank out. So, oh, and then I have this color too. I forgot about this one. So I have all those colors. Then I want to do this really oversized long sweater tunic, and I want it to be this kind of like cozy feel that you like get your Kindle out, you're reading your Kindle, you're on the couch, you're curled up, and you wear it. So I got the Hue and Me from Two of Wands collection, chunky wool blend. This, I think, I can't remember what I did the swatch on. I think I did it on a 17, and I was waiting for it to dry last night. So this is what I'm going to knit it up in. It's going to be a drop shoulder construction, I think with like a little bit of velvety sleeves or like straight sleeves. I don't know, I just want it to be cozy feel. Like if you borrowed a sweater that was like a size or two oversized, you know what I mean? It's not your go out of the house kind of sweater. Though if you want it to be, it could, because it's a tunicky dress. And then I keep on forgetting about this WIP. And I was knitting on it again yesterday, and I dyed all the skeins for it, and I just never finished it. And here it is. It's supposed to be a tunic. The Boho Bay tunic is actually its name. I'm going to hold it right at the seam of it. Yeah. So it's a V-neck construction, a little bit oversized. I can't even remember the gauge for this, with balloony sleeves, and it's supposed to come straight down or have a ruffle. I'm not sure yet. I'm holding one skein of bulky, thick and thin. You can kind of see the texture on it. And then one skein of this DK mohair, which now I'm kind of regretting because I'm like, I don't know if I have enough of this to finish it. So there's that I'm slowly kind of working on, and I'm debating if I'm going to frog it. I do have another WIP that is not in my house. It's in my friend's house, and she's knitting up for me. And it's a colorwork jacket vibe with the boucle held double. It's actually really cool looking. And when I did post a photo of it long ago in my stories, people were like really excited about it. But I was like, I just have too many WIPs and too many things I need to start. And she could knit things without me like being there, you know what I mean? So I just sent it to her. I gotta send her all the notes. But once that puppy comes back, it will go into testing. It'll be a little late because obviously we're leaving out of winter, but it's so freaking cute. And I think the colors that I'm gonna create for it, like groups, are gonna be so adorable. Which obviously that's what I'm moving more towards, is just doing complete kits and dyeing complete kits, because that's just easier for me. And dyeing single skeins is hard, financially wise, and all the other things. So anyway, then I really want to do a patchwork kind of sweater, and I cast it on 2 days ago, I think. Yeah, I cast it on 2 days ago for it. And another drop shoulder construction. This is the boucle held double. It's supposed to be the boucle and then the squares patchwork below. I kind of messed up a little bit with the square numbers, but I'll kind of figure it out as I go. I'm fine with that. This is on 13s. This is the same gauge as the Muse for the most part. Out of laziness and just out of convenience, I use the same gauge for a lot of things, and that's how I like to categorize my patterns, either same gauge, same needle, whatever. So if you've knit one, you can knit the majority of these patterns, or you're comfortable knitting them, because even if you take aside the gauge, it's the same construction as well. I just like things to be the same. So I also just dyed today 2 skeins of super bulky, like the kind of boucle, because that's going too slow. So I'm like, I'm going to cast it on a 17 as well, and I'm going to knit both of them. And I think I'm going to use the same gauge as the That Girl. So if you've had a chance to knit the That Girl, which the course is available right now and the pattern is available separately, it wasn't before because it was just a whole course, you can knit this puppy up too. So this one will go into testing hopefully soon. I'm gonna assume the bulky one will go, the super bulky will go into testing before the bulky, obviously just because how fast I knit it. But that's that little project. And then I brought both of them down. I did a gauge swatch for a sweater holding my boucle and mohair. This is Sally. It is from the Nightmare Before Christmas. And then this is the Hue and Me swatch that was drying. So I'm curious to see what the gauge is what gauge it is. And it's actually really nice and movable. I didn't want something too bulky, but I also didn't mind if it was like really thick, since it was like a in-home kind of sweater. And I think I want the neckline to be really high. I do have one more gauge swatch, but I forgot to bring it down. It's over in the other room. It's lace. I'm going to do a design with lace. And that's going to be in, I have notes, my Beyonce collection. So I've announced it long ago before. And then I just brought it back. And I have a reel on it that if you go on my page, you'll see it's like pictures of Beyonce. And you can put a cowboy icon in there. And then I know that you want to test the Beyonce patterns. So right now, let me see. I can tell you how many I've drafted up. I can tell you how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've drafted up 11 designs for Beyonce. That doesn't mean that they're all gonna come true. Sometimes, you know, you need to draft a lot so that you can narrow down to who makes it. Obviously, it's a lot of sweaters. There's one colorwork sweater in there, a lace sweater. There's a robe in there. I've actually casted on the robe, so the robe will come into the lights. I'm trying to think, what else? Some of these, I feel like some of these designs are going to be a little extra, and some of these designs are going to be pretty classic and simple. I do want to add some housey stuff in there as well, so we'll see how that works. But yeah, I think this also for the test knitting, it's going to be a bit of a blind knit because I'm not obviously going to be able to finish 10 pieces. So I will draft them up. I will, you know, check them over as best as I can. And then they're going to be put out for testing. And then we're going to kind of go through it together, which honestly is a little bit crazy because I did that with the dupe. But the dupe, it was so different in the way that it was constructed. I think that's what really got people confused with it. The dupe at some point is also going to come out. I have a finished dupe, a 1/2 finished dupe, and I was thinking of casting on another one, but we shall see. But yeah, those are all my designing things and the things that I'm working on. I wish I had pictures, but my pictures suck. But I figured I'd just let you know and check in. So if you have any questions about designs that are coming up, if you want to test knit, comment below or sign up to my email because I'll probably just do a broad email. I don't have just one for test knitting. I do have a channel though on Instagram, so if you want to go and add yourself to that channel on Instagram, then I will also put there when I'm going to open up testing. But just understand I am behind the scenes getting all this stuff done so that I can get you those tests, because this weekend hopefully we are gathering up our yarn to test knit some stuff. All right, bye.